Hello and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Sandy Neal.
And me, Finn Nixon.
Well, this is Finn and my first podcast together, so this is a very exciting moment, and you're joining us as well as we give you a little insight into some of the stories that are in the paper this week. You can read all the stories and lots more online by going to obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a printed copy in newsagents, supermarkets and fuel stations. Well, what's in this week's paper? I hear you ask. Well, a giant new pioneering fish farm could be built on Loch Linnhe after a plan to build it on Loch Long was rejected by a national park. We have more. The council has made a decision about a controversial garden room on an island off Crinan, which has split the community between 71 objectors and 59 supporters. You can find out the decision in our paper and online. Clothing chain M&Co, which has stores in Fort William and Oban, has appointed administrators. What is going to happen next? An Isla councillor has hit out at CalMac for delaying the release of its summer timetable, saying it risks the island's vital tourist economy. You can read all about what he and islanders have to say in the paper. Meanwhile, up in the Outer Hebrides, islanders have slammed the slow rollout of the R100 superfast broadband programme while they are struggling amidst a connectivity crisis with mobile phone coverage. Again, we have more. As Argana Butte Council reels from revelations, it invested £155 million over 5 years in the State Bank of Qatar, where homosexuals can face the death penalty. The council's finance chief has said that an ethical policy is too difficult. Wildlife filmmaker Gordon Buchanan from Mull gets close to huskies on a treacherous dog sled adventure in the Yukon wilderness in a new documentary called Snow Dogs, which will be aired this weekend. We love hearing from you and getting your pictures and stories, so why not email us at editor@obantimes.co.uk or by messaging us on Facebook. Now, Finn, tell us, what have you been writing about this week?
So this week I've also been covering a story from Mull. It was about the Mull rally and the Mull Community Council claiming that there was a dangerous queue after this year's event back in October of over 100 cars waiting for the ferry back to the mainland. So we've got all the information on that. We're also covering the Christmas pantomime. Benderloch and North Connell Drama Club held their biannual pantomime at the Corran Halls at the weekend. So we'll have all the information on that. And also the festoon lights repaired in Oban's George Street.
Thank you very much, Finn. Well, that sounds great. Don't forget to pick up a copy of your Oban Times online or in shops, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Meanwhile, the council chamber was stunned into silence at a Thursday meeting when the budget gap suddenly jumped by £1 million in a crisis like never before. You can read all about that also in the paper. Meanwhile, Highland Council has said it will make no redundancies where possible as it presses bosses to find £15 million in budget savings. Governance at the Crofting Commission has improved after a breakdown of trust in its leadership. Jura's Small Isles Primary School in Craighouse received a very special visit. The son of famous writer George Orwell, who penned the novel 1984 on the island. You can find out what the kids learnt. Dunbeg's long-awaited development could benefit the area by £50 million to £170 million. But one councillor said, "We always seem to be waiting on someone getting back to us. So when will that benefit arrive?" Well, we've got more in the paper. And finally, also in Dunbeg, Christmas came early for the village as Santa swapped his reindeer for a truck covered in tinsel. So that's it from us this week. Don't forget to pick up a copy of your Oban Times or read it online. And it's goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
And goodbye from me, Finn Nixon.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, hey, hey.